Good afternoon. I'm not gonna be before you too long because I gotta get ready for Brother Empowerment tonight. Just getting off of work. Today has been a long, interesting day. But one of the things that I wanted to kind of take this opportunity to tell you is you got to take the load off. You're carrying too much weight, and a lot of that weight isn't even yours. It's time for you to really take the load off and stop carrying so much that has nothing really to do with you. See, I find myself quoting what Nipsey Hussle stated, one of his quotes, that we are not the cause but the effect. And that's so much of a true statement, because right now who we believe that we are, what we're dealing with, is really the effect of everything that has happened to us. We are the response of life decisions, life choices, how people treated us. We are all of those things right now in this very moment. And sometimes we take fault as if it's our own for the mistakes and the weight of others. You are not a problem or a consequence of others. You are not. Take some of that weight off. Take some of that strain off. It's time to release that. Anytime you start to pursue you, yes, it's going to feel like life is throwing so many different things at you, because pursuing you is pursuing your purpose. Anytime it's time to make some serious decisions, it's going to feel like life is throwing everything at you. But the truth of the matter is, it's not a faith issue in regards to not having enough faith. Sometimes it's just here to show you how much faith it will take. Sometimes you do have the faith, you're just not used to exercising the full extent of it. So you have it within you. Because think about this, everything about your purpose, everything about you is about extracting who you are organically from the inside. It's about the buried, covered up you. And so now I challenge you to just move that, take the weight off, uncover who you truly are, reveal who you truly are. The weight that you're feeling is like weighted blankets. It's like all the mess that you allowed yourself to be covered by, all the things that you allowed yourself to just be bogged down by. Now it is time for you to stretch and release that weight. Let it go and stop being so hard on yourself. Sometimes doing the best that you can possibly do is enough, as long as that is enough for you. You got to let that stuff go. We all have made quote unquote mistakes or not the best decisions. But that doesn't mean that we're less than. That doesn't mean that we're unqualified. That doesn't mean we don't have what it takes. I guarantee you, no one can outbeat you at being you. No one can do that. I need you to breathe in this moment. I need you to breathe. That breath that you have is very powerful. That breath can bring dreams or cancel them. That breath that is inside of you can bring life or bring death, can bring chaos, can bring peace. That breath that is inside of you is something powerful. So I need for you to breathe. I need for you to release. I need for you to let go of some of the things that you have been carrying, some of the things that you have been holding on to. I need you to let that go. It's time for you to embrace your excellency. It's time for you to just really let some of that stuff go. Yes, we're figuring it all out. We're going to continue to figure it out to the day that we transition. But nothing is wrong with filling it out. Don't give up. Don't stop. Don't beat yourself up no more. You got to stop that stuff today. Take that load off. Take that load off. Do what you need to do. Wash it. Whatever it needs to do. Let that stuff go. Because now we got to get to a place where we can start being the best us. Being who you are. And so sometimes when you get frustrated, the reason that you're frustrated is because people don't appreciate the work it took really for you to be the fake you. The work it took for you to try to do things that you didn't necessarily want to do. So now you angry only because they didn't understand the inner workings, the inner struggles that it took. So guess what? The faking, the trying to be, all of that stuff stopped today. Today you're just gonna be you, and you're just gonna do what you need to do and be the best. Because I guarantee you, if you pursue purpose, everything else will fall into place. Your purpose is the only thing that you can do. And no one has jurisdiction over your purpose. No one can perfect your purpose because your purpose is already perfected. The only thing that your purpose was missing is your alignment and your commitment to it. All that other stuff, man, we gotta let it go and start embracing new stuff. Life too hard. People are losing their lives. And the last thing that you want to do is have your life shortened over something you can't control. Man, there's too many wonderful things that are happening right now. And we're missing out on those wonderful things because we're focusing on what we don't have versus focusing on the things that we do have. I mean, just think about it, man. Out of all the people, nearly 7 billion people in this world, there's no one like you. There's no one like you. There's no one identical to you. That means that you have a purpose that only you can fulfill, something only you can do. Nobody can beat you at doing what you do. Trust me. There is no such competition at outbeating you at being you. And here it is. You're trying to out-parent some of these other parents that don't have a special child like yours. You're trying to out-compete somebody who reached a level of success that you really don't want. You just want it for bragging rights. Man, let that stuff go. You're exceptional. You're a wonderful being, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And it's okay. This is where the crying for failure stops and you start having tears of joy. It's time to start celebrating you. Those words are powerful. So guard everything that you're saying. Guard everything that you're saying right now, because this is not the time nor the season to really be focusing on negative talks, negative thoughts, negative ideologies. Now is the time for you to only speak light. Because I'm going to tell you this, don't get mad when you lose people. Don't get mad when you lose people, because listen to me. Light and darkness cannot coexist. Darkness is the absence of light. Your light will interrupt people. When you walk into purpose, it begins to create light. That is a struggle for people. People don't know what to do, so if it's interrupting something, let your light shine. Stop dimming your light. It's no more time for that. And it start to encourage the light around you. Your light may flicker, but it won't go out. Because if you're truly light, you don't have anything else to worry about. Come on now. You don't have anything else to worry about. You done tried it everybody else's way. And what did that do for you? You may have seen some marginal success. You may have seen some good things for a moment. So you thought like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep doing it that way, but you wasn't fulfilled. So now you're getting to a place now where you have exhausted all of your resources except the internal resource of you. It's time for you to be you. Do you be the best you that you can possibly be? Because now, at least if you do it according to the way that you're supposed to do it, you ain't got nobody else to blame it on. You won't say that I had to listen to so-and-so, or if I didn't do what so. No, now is the time to do you and only you. Stop compromising. Stop compromising. How are you going to tell people that they can be whatever they want to be when you still are sitting on the possibility of being? It's time for you to no longer be a hypocrite. It's time for you to no longer lie to yourself. It's time for you to really start stepping into your purpose. It is time. And I don't want to hear nothing about it's too late. You're still breathing, ain't you? If you're breathing, you got time. If you're breathing, you got time. Stop beating yourself up. Take that load off. We all have tried to figure it out. Some things work, some things don't. But I guarantee you the one thing that will always work is your purpose. The one thing that will always work is your purpose. Because that purpose belongs to you. And as long as you don't fulfill your purpose, there's a void in this earth. There's a void in the spiritual realm. People are lacking. I'm lacking because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You got to do what you're supposed to do in order to make this whole thing work. You want to change the world? Live in your purpose. You want to be a change agent? Live in your purpose. You want things to get better for the next generation? Live in your purpose. None of that other stuff, man. We got to let that stuff die. Let that stuff go. Stop faking. Stop fronting. Stop all of that, man. It is time to let all that stuff go. Take the load off. Put that joker in the cleaners. Wash it. Let it go. Because we are on to something new now. Because guess what happens? I believe in you. Everybody that I'm connected to, I believe in. And I'm not just saying that just to say it. I truly believe in everybody that I'm connected to right now. I don't know what is going on. You know what? I do know what's going on. It's called reciprocity. I do know what's going on. It's called the law of attraction. I do know what's going on. It's the spiritual and natural law of seed and sowing, of sowing and reaping. I do know what's going on right now. Everything that I put out in the world, I'm getting back. See, we only think about that people, they reap what they sow in a negative connotation. No, we only think about karma in a negative connotation. No, these things work for positivity too. You do good, the good things will happen. I don't believe that the good finish last. I believe that the good finish. See, that's the part that you miss. See, when you do wrong, you never get peace, so you never finish your work. But when you do good, you get peace. You get an opportunity to rest. You get that shalom. You get that perfect peace that we talk about in the scripture. See, people don't want or don't understand perfect peace, so they're used to just running. That's why we flee, and that's why we go from side to side. We constantly moving, constantly doing stuff. But you finish when you do good. You finish when you do the just thing. You finish when you do the right thing. You finish when you do your purpose. See, when I leave this earth, I want to die empty. I don't want to die filled. Les Brown said it. The most wealthiest place is the cemetery because so many people die not reaching their maximum potential. Jay want to die emptied. Jay want to die poured out. Jay want to die exhausted from all of the things that was inside of him that he released. It's time for you to do the same thing. But you got to let that weight go. You got to stop judging you. You got to stop judging you about how other people mismanage you. Have you ever thought about it? People mismanage you because they couldn't handle you. And it's not that people mistreated you. They just didn't understand how precious of a stone you were. You got a gem that's so different that, yeah. So when you start walking in purpose, I guarantee your perception on how you look at everything will change. You're a phenomenal being. There's a lot of excellence in you. Come on, let's do it. Let's take the weight off. See y'all later on tonight. Love you guys.